inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on third down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. A first down and then some for Montgomery. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Tampa Bay. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
So I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Andy Janovich. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still going to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Buccaneers 47-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Nice hot. 11 MT.
Safety's creeping. Kill.
12.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now it's Burrow. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
11 MT.
On second down now, Barkley, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Open man is Uzomah. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block them. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Complete to Jamar Chase. A gain of 12. Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
11 Thomas.
Switch.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
12.
Check 24. Check.
12.
Saquon Barkley running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That's caught. It's John Hightower. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken from about the 12. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
12, 12, 12.
On second down, Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT.
They'll run on first down. Barkley, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Ready. Ready, set. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Switch gears.
Another try for Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Ramondre Stevenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. This will be taken in by Hightower. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Montgomery. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Buccaneers 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 44, Burrow out to his left.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 empty paint. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11 empty. 11 empty.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now Rodgers. Able to complete it to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back to throw, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch it in that spot.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out to Montgomery. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Saints, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3 and 5. And they'll take this loss